Hello students, this video lecture is for class 8th subject science, and in the last video we have started lesson 2, which is microorganisms. And in last video we have talked about their sizes of microbes, who founded bacteria or microbes. And in this video we are going to move forward, so let's start. Every time we walk on the ground, we step on billions of microbes. We encounter them constantly but become aware of their presence through their action. So in these three lines, it's telling that every time we walk on the ground, we step on billions of microbes, because microbes are very small, and in the soil they are commonly found. They are found almost everywhere, but mainly in the soil. For example, and we come to know about them, or we feel their presence through their action. For example, if you can see, this is a piece of bread. If you leave the bread anywhere in your room or at floor, after couple of days you will notice a gray color molds. And how these molds form? Because bacteria is present, or microbes are present in the air. When these microbes fall on the bread, they eat that bread and grow. And when we see gray patch in the bread, we can say that these are the cause of microbes. So we can feel them, or feel their presence through their actions. And one action I have explained about getting molds on the surface of the bread. For example, the microbes in the air grow on a piece of moist bread, which can be seen in form of grayish white patches. This way we become aware of their presence and use this growth of microbe as a medium for their culture of microorganism. Microbes flourish in almost all or any kind of environment: hot springs, ice cold water with high salt content, sulfur or organic matter, desert soil, or marshland. So you can see that microbes can live in all kind of environment, from hot springs to icy cold or salt water, sulfur or organic matter, desert soil, or marshland. To do so, they form a hard coat called crust. They remain inactive within this protective cell, and when favorable conditions return, microbes come out, multiply, and repeat their life cycle. So they can live in all types of environment because of their hard coat, which is known as chyst, and they remain inactive until and unless favorable conditions for them are attained. And when these favorable conditions are there for them, they multiply and repeat their life cycle. On the basis of habitat, microbes are of three types. First, free living microbes. Microbes living in air, water, or soil are free living microbes. Free living means they are not dependent on someone else for their living. Now let's move to the next page, which is parasitic microbes. Microbes living inside plant or animal bodies are parasitic and obtain their food from the host. For example, malaria causing Plasmodium lives on female Anopheles mosquito and human blood. So parasitic means someone which depends on other for their living, and parasitic microbes are those which live inside or on the body of other animals. An example is given: Palamos, Palas, Plasmodium microbe which lives on female Anopheles mosquito and human blood. The third one is symbiotic microbes. Microbes which live in a mutually beneficial relationship are called symbiotic microbes. For example, Rhizobium is found in root nodules of legumes. Lichens is an example of algae and fungi living together. Its body is made up of algae and fungal component, both involved in an intimate symbiotic relationship. Cellulose digesting microbes live in the rumen of ruminating animals such as cow, sheep, goat, giraffe, etc. This is called ruminant symbiosis. Now, symbiotic means the two different organisms which are helpful for each other. For example, Rhizobium which present in the root nodules of plants. Now what they do, they gives or they convert nitrogen which is present in the air in those forms which is helpful for the plant. And in the same way, such as cellulose digesting microbes live in the rumen of ruminating animals. Now what they do, they are living inside the ruminating animals such as cow, sheep, goat, giraffe, and they are getting a home, you can say that. And what they are giving is, when cow, sheep, goat they eat grass, they help in digesting those cellulose which is present in the grass. So this is enough for today's video. In the next video we will be talking about groups of microbes. Thank you.